This is one of the most powerful videos, powerful techniques that I've learned. And no, we will not cover it all in 10 minutes. So if you're not yet a member, lifecoachlifestyle.com, jump on board, become one of our students, get certified. Let me help you with this. But this is something called Timeline Secrets. And yes, I'm talking fast, but I've used this intentionally in my life, in the life of my clients. Not every client, but it's so powerful. And I'm going to go over what timeline secrets are. And what I love about this, I can do it from a therapeutic coaching standpoint, and you'll see great results. You can also use this as some spiritual realities as a minister that I've used this and taught on this. There's a great book. If you're a Christian, we'd love to know more about that, then connect with me and I'll help you with that book as well. But today, I'm just going to jump into the notes, Timeline Secrets. This is our mini teaching series that we do under 10 minutes. So if we don't finish this in 10 minutes, we'll finish on the next video, but I'm going to talk fast. Now, number one, timeline is something that's not taught extensively. I learned it years ago from Tad James, took myself through some personal trauma, put some things in my life in the future, and you're literally coding the unconscious mind the way it understands time, which is different for everybody, and then helps the unconscious create a reality. So think of the law of attraction, but actually using the mind to make it work, okay? And to heal the past. So we're going to jump in, and again, I want you to grab a hold of this. We're going to go introduce the concept of personal timelines, how people code time, how to discover a client's internal map, how to help clients reprocess negative memories and limited decisions, then guide clients to visualize compelling futures with clarity, confidence, and then provide exercise to shift time orientation and emotional associations. Are you with me? So now that we've learned a lot. We've learned how to work with beliefs, identity, inner conflict. Now we're going to take that and work across time. See, in our inner compass coaching, time isn't just a concept. It's a personal experience stored in the mind. And when you help a client change how they represent time, then you can help them change their relation to their entire story. So what is a personal timeline? So I'm going to stop the recording really quick. I want you to go grab pen and paper. So I'm going to stop. I'll be back in just a minute. Go grab pen and paper. We have about 7. Are you ready? We have about 7 minutes to jump in here and go through a lot of information. So I want you to understand this. People store time in a mental timeline. Some see the past. Like if I asked you to think back to an event that happened 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, then some people visualize that, but they make a mental image behind them with the future in front. Other visualize that image, because remember, we think in images, to the left. Think back to when you got your driver's license, your first car, your first kiss, whatever. Some visualize it as an image. Close your mind and think about it. Do you see it to the left, to the right, above, or below? Now, some people don't visualize it as much, but they feel it. Emotionally, where do you feel it? Like, do you feel it here? Do you feel it like here? Where do you feel it in your body? And again, for time's sake, we're going to go through this, but then on our one-on-one, I'll help you actually take you through your timeline and help you create timelines for others, okay? They work because they help clients revisit the past safely, clear emotional changes, and install future success on a subconscious level. Okay, so let's go back to you. When you think of your past, where do you see it? Where do you sense it? If I close my eyes, for example, and I think back to when I first got my driver's license, first got my car, I see it kind of right here. It's like a mental map right here. Okay. Now, if I go to my future, if I think about my daughter turning 16 and her birthday party, I see it more here. Me being at the party, me doing this, hasn't happened yet. I see it right here. So see, my timeline is kind of like this. And so then what is the color? Is there a certain color, shape? Is there a feeling of the timeline? And then with your clients, you're going to help them gesture or describe it. As you see that, it's in color. So if I look ahead at, I've got a financial goal. I look ahead now, where do I see that? I see it right here. I see the bank account. I see the number. I see myself looking over at my wife saying, hey, this is what we've been working for. This is what we've accomplished. Now, I want to notice, what do I see? Is it in color? Is it Is it movement? Is it a still picture? Is it vivid? So much. Again, we'll go deeper on personal timelines, but this gives them a temporal map, okay? Then we want to identify. So there's healing techniques. So healing, what's a past experience that still carries emotional weight? We talked about this in the swish pattern. Something that's really bothering them. It holds an emotion to them that is not positive. So we're going to have them close their eyes, imagine that, and disassociate from it. We want to float above the memory. Like literally, like you're looking at this memory on a movie screen. And I see the movie screen, okay? And keep them outside of the emotion. They're observing. But as they observe from that angle, ask them, what do you notice? Now, this is where we want to give wisdom, protection, your beliefs. And we want to use breath or light visualizations or the swish pattern to dissolve that emotional change. We want to just crumple it up. We want to take that. We want to bring healing. Now, and for those that work with me in our Christian counseling, we want to invite Christ. We want to invite Jesus to the situation. There's another whole teaching on that. But then we're going to float back to the present, and we're going to bring forward clarity and freedom. Okay, so that's going back and healing. Please do not try to take and do this with a client with a 10-minute video. This is just for informational to let you know what's possible. Okay, then we're going to future pace. Imagine moving forward to a time where you've already achieved your goal. I told you, me and my wife's here, the financial goal, what it'll do for our family, our ministry, our business, it'll do for us. We're here, I see it, okay? What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? And I want to anchor that state, we've talked about anchoring, with certainty, success, and peace, okay? And then link to the future. What steps will naturally unfold from here? If this is accomplished, what's next? And where do I see that in the timeline? So let me just give you an example. If a client stores the future behind them, and maybe the past in the front, then helping them remap it can shift behavior fast. Okay? I worked with a client once that had a limited timeline on when they were going to live. They thought, I'll die at this age. What we did was we took that timeline and moved it ahead in the future. If you were to live another 20, 30, 40 years, where would that be? And they posted an image like way out here. Okay, great. Now let's take that original and let's stretch it out. And then any negative associations with it, we took out. And we changed it to positive, and we changed it. And through this, they literally built their faith level up. They made some changes in their life. And again, more than we can teach in this short video, but so powerful. So what I want you to do, and those who are members, again, if you're not yet, lifecoachlifestyle.com. But for those who are working with me in our Inner Compass coaching, we'll go and we're actually going to draw your personal timeline. Where's your past? Where's your present? Where's your future? What's the emotional tone of each? We're going to choose a non-traumatic memory, float above it using these steps. Notice what shifts we find. And then we're going to do some future pacing to install these future goals and dreams. So remember, when a client changes how they store time, they change how to show up in the present. And we'll show you how to work with values, meta programs, hidden filters that shape motivation and decision-making next week. So again, what we'll do again next on our one-on-ones, we'll work with you on your own timeline. But timeline secrets are so powerful. Timeline secrets can help people create their past, heal their past, and create their future. And I got this done under 10 minutes. So again, if you're seeing this on YouTube, anywhere else, Wayne, I want to know more. I want to become a coach, work with you, build a business around this, then go to lifecoachlifestyle.com. If you're looking at this and you're already a member and you're inside of one of the portals, then on our next coaching session, let's work on your personal timeline and help you create timelines for your future clients. All right? Go out there, change lives, get paid well for doing it. God bless.